Welcome back to GFY TV Channel 69 News. Welcoming in Joey Reds. How are you, pal?
Well, Joe, it's been a long day. It's a long day every day. So just kind of go with the flow.
I mean, every day is the same amount of time. So like
I
there's
know.
actually some days that are longer than others. So I don't
I
even know
mean,
what that intro was. I was just trying shit out. But so you're tired? You're trying to tell me you're fucking tired? All right, everyone. This has been the podcast. I appreciate it. It's Joe's bedtime. I guess I'll get back to you another time. Thanks for coming on, man.
that worked out great. No, yeah, I am tired, but you know what I mean. I made time to come on to the podcast, hang out.
Oh, you
Uh,
absolutely did. You were like, "This is my first day free. Can we please do it then?" And
yeah,
I was just saying to you before we jump on here. Everyone I bring on, like, I don't go out. Because the past year I've pretty much just been staying to my fucking self, going to work and coming home and being with the kids, and that's pretty much it. But
right.
I don't know anyone anymore. Like I haven't like known you since we were in the third grade. And like we didn't even touch our own dicks at that point, so like we didn't really know each other. How did we know ourselves? But when I see you on social media, and I told you this before the show, like it's really different from how things used to be. Like I look on Facebook and I see you posting a selfie at work. I'm like, yo, Rez went to work 2 weeks in a row. Holy shit, dude!
Baby metal, baby metal. You know what I mean? Just baby steps. You know what I mean? But you know what? I all I can say is in 2020, I've noticed this throughout my life. It's like when everyone else was up, I was down. And then everyone was down, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to find a way. I'm going to get through this. And I went through a process in 2020 where in the beginning of the year, I was still lost. You know what I mean? I found a nice little household to move into. I found the smallest bedroom. I was happy. You know what I mean? And over time, quickly, I don't know what it was. It was like a fucking training montage for a fucking superhero movie. I'm not a superhero, trust me, but I'm just saying
It's
it
gonna
seemed like
be a
that.
montage,
It was like
montage.
a Rocky movie. It was like it just happened, quickly. And
You ever see Team America?
absolutely, fuck yeah.
Yeah. A super cool montage. But no, dude,
no
yeah, it looks like you're doing really good for yourself because we're not talking about court dates. I asked what was up, and you're not just like, oh, my girl left
court
me, and
dates,
I got court
no
in
court
fucking
dates,
April.
no
It's like,
court
no,
dates.
dude, I'm tired. I was tired yesterday. Tired today. Like it's nice to be able to be like, these are my problems now.
Yeah, realistically, my PO rather than my PA. Well, PA can't call me, right? I live here, but I'm saying like my PO. Sorry, I was drinking. I apologize for the podcast, but that's just what Joe Reds is. I like to get a little lit after work. I apologize,
Well,
but
here's
I
the
know.
only before you go on. Sorry to interrupt. The only reason I haven't allowed like uh excessive alcohol or drug use on the show is because I'm not ready to draw the kids in yet. When I want the kids audience, when I need the viewers to rise and I need to bring in a younger
Absolutely
audience, then we'll do all the drugs and alcohol ever because then they'll know we're
right.
fucking cool. They'll be like,
Yeah,
wow, you guys
I'm
are
just trying
super
to
cool.
just saying like there's a difference between being somewhere you were to somewhere you are, and you gotta understand the difference. You gotta understand growth, and you gotta appreciate your own growth. If you don't appreciate your own growth, you're gonna go right back in the same hole you were just at. Fucking, I'm
Right, because
sorry, apologize.
why would you
I
keep
don't
up
know if
with
we
that?
curse here, but yeah, I don't want to get
No,
you
we
canceled
don't.
or nothing
We don't
before you even
actually. Yeah,
start.
my producer's yelling at me right now to get the fuck off the call with you. But we're just gonna keep it rolling. I have a lot of memory on my computer. We're just gonna keep. Fuck you, Neil. Hate you. Yo, he doesn't cut the crust off my sandwiches, like the crusts. So I guess he just wants me to fucking starve. I'll do a
What
podcast hungry. It's whatever.
what a nut! What a nut! I'm
I
sorry.
know. Oh, I got to take who I can, like at this point, I can't hire anybody who's not vaccinated. And this is the only asshole who wanted to work for Joe the Show.
You
Go
know what?
figure. Like you figured they'd be lining up at the door to work for me, but nah, dude. It's the only guy I could get.
I seen your intro though. Okay, and he wasn't too god darn bad. Okay, he was funny. He was funny.
So
he,
the intro,
he,
yeah, I like his name's Mike Kantz. He lives in Bucks County, but we met through a kid I went to high school with.
Right.
We met through him, and he was into making videos, and he wanted to do stand up. And at the time, like I took a year to do stand up myself. Um,
Word.
so like we would
Word.
like write
Impressive,
together and
bro.
shit. But now that like I'm like fuck it, like I'm bored as fuck. Let's do a fucking podcast and make little shitty videos. He's like, dude, please, whatever I can do. And I mean, like, which is dope, but like, dude's actually funny. Like he makes me laugh my
No,
fucking ass off.
I seen that in the first 20 seconds of the video.
Like
You know what
I
I
can
mean?
keep
Like I already seen the personality. You know what I mean? I seen that, and that's literally, you know what I mean? That's what this society lacks is personality. Everybody wants to talk about all these other issues, but what we all lack is personality. And it's like everyone wants to just fit in and be comfortable. But like, I mean, like Joe, we haven't hung out. We haven't hung out. We hit up for this podcast, right? And it was just we're just talking, and you're like, oh my god, like we're both doing better. Let's try this out. You know what I mean? Let's just
yeah.
do it. And at the end of the day, like what it comes down to is people lack comprehension and empathy. At the end of the day, that's what I see, personally.
Yeah, it all depends on what you have time for. If you are privileged enough to have time to think about other people's feelings, you're going to be an empathetic person. There's some people that I can understand are worried about so many other things that they don't have time to worry about every single person's feelings or
Well,
or
yeah,
whatever.
that's
But
the
that's
problem.
person to person.
That's the problem, though, is that society wants you to have to worry about everyone else's problems because you see them on social media nonstop all day. When you're not focused on the little things in life, people lose track of it at this point, and it's like shit. You know what I mean? Like I think Corona, sadly, kind of brought that back around to a whole degree, where like the people who were the lost actually came back if they were lucky, and then now I'm working construction out of a West Philly company, right?
Yeah,
This company is a $5 million company. This company is attached to
rob them.
a real estate company that makes so much more. So I'm basically saying that the company is worth money. You know what I
Okay.
mean? It's a growing company, and it's like we drive around the dump truck all day. We're the dump guys. Me and my man June. All right, he's 51 years old. We like to call him Scrappy. You know what I mean? Because he
Yeah.
scraps. But it's good to see that I can wake up in the morning and know like I can help other communities out. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, no, absolutely. It's
like
nice to find purpose in helping other people. Like but you're
to a
privileged
degree.
enough, you can focus on that. It's dope as shit that you can focus on that. And to answer your question, I think you're absolutely right that people are like not like are being asked to focus on every single problem there is and focus on that. And Corona's kind of like made it to where what else are we going to focus on? Like, well, what's being shown to us on social media and the news, and that's every problem. Social media is a catalog of issues. And right now, I mean, more and more every day, people are focusing on social media more and more. And so you're just looking at this catalog of issues day in and day out. And it's like, it never fucking ends.
And then the trends.
I guess you just have
trends. You got the trends, and everyone wants to trend with it. But you know what? The people who can trend with it and be original still is like what's original at this point. And that's why I'm appreciating. It's like at least people can do things different within the spectrum. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, sure, man. Well, it's like The Simpsons. Remember the South Park episode where Simpsons did it? Like everything Butters tried to do. Simpsons already did it, and he went fucking nuts. It's like, all right, yeah, well, that's how life fucking is. Like at this point, everyone's done most things. There's going to be things that no one's ever done before, and that's great. Like that's what we strive for is to, innovate and do new things. But like we're on a podcast right now. It's been going on for what 20 plus years. People have been doing a form of this. People have been telling jokes for fucking ever. People have been catching up with old friends for fucking ever. But you know what? If you can make it you, which is the point of all this, all I do is talk about dicks and Jake Gyllenhaal, which I will get back to that. Remind me to get back to Jake Gyllenhaal. Remind me to get back to talking about that.
Can we talk about it now?
Oh, dude, sure. I'll always have time.
Can we switch it up? Like, can we not be so? Let's be soft. Let's be soft.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, ask away, because this isn't an interview. A lot of people, like friends of mine, when they heard the concept of the Joe the Show Godcast, they were like, "Oh, so it's going to be like a talk show where I'm like going to ask you questions." Like, there's some things that like I want to like know about what's up with you because like I know you and shit, but like it's a conversation, bro. You're part of the conversation. So if you want to ask me about Jake Gyllenhaal, I'm open to that shit. Let's go. Let's
All right.
go.
So, all right, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
So you're big on hating
Yes.
Betty White.
Oh yeah.
That's what I've heard throughout your little speeches. So, you said that she's never had no good quotes.
Go
That's
ahead and
what you
quote Betty White right now. Go ahead.
you said. You said you didn't like it, and what she had said to a degree, I'm not going to quote her personally. I can't. But I will say she said something about like being a dick, like something, and then like, but a pussy takes a pounding. Like that's what you want to be. Like, you know what I mean? She was saying I fucking forget it, man. You know what I mean? I had
You know
that
why?
lined up.
Do you know why you forget that quote?
Oh man,
Because it's a forgettable ass quote by a forgettable ass old fucking woman who did Golden Girls and she did The Proposal. And I bet she was on a fucking Hallmark movie that your mom made you fucking watch. But that doesn't mean that she's worth all this fucking attention and affection. Do I wish her harm? Well, yeah, because I run the Deadpool. I wish her harm this year and this year only. Oh, in the past 7 years. But like, dude, she hasn't really done much besides that, which is fine. I'm not, diminishing her as a person because of her lack of acting accomplishments.
Joe,
She
it's
might
not your
even
fault. It's not your fault.
Don't do this, man. Don't you do this. No, dude,
So
she might even be a dope old lady, but like,
dope.
stop. She's on the
What
pedestal right now.
Did you say she's a dope old lady? Did you say she's doped up?
Dude, she might be. That's the thing. Who knows? Next, dude, let's get off this way because I'm just gonna hate on her for the next.
No. I know. That's why I was jumping. I was jumping topics. I was just trying to say, kind of cover all the facts that I've seen from your shows and shit. So I got something else for you. This is personal. I subscribed to you, right? And
thank you.
65 followers.
65. I'm 4 away from 69.
Well, I was 66. And I was like, oh, well, that makes sense, right? So I was like, that's cool. So I had to wear my little Fireball bullseye shirt. And on the back.
Oh, shit. There we go. Dude, the universe is weird, man.
And I actually got this shirt from my boss at Union Tap House. Check it out. Go get their wings. It's good wings. Trust me, I cook them. John Smith. Smitty's there. We all kill it. You know what I mean?
Oh, Smitty's still there?
Yeah, my God. He's the fucking kitchen manager. That's my guy, dude. Yo, man. That's my guy.
Fuck Smitty's wings. That place on Umbria.
Yeah, that's where I be.
Yeah.
Where I be, baby. It's my little fam. They're good peeps. Though.
But that's who actually gave shirt 66. You're my 66th subscriber.
Yeah, so I thought that was a good joke, and I was like, let me bring that on the air. You know what I mean? I thought that would be pretty funny.
Technically, it's not a joke; it's an anecdote because you're like retelling actual events. So
yeah, so it's kind of creepy at this point.
It's funny. It's funny.
It's funny how life works. Exactly. But on that note, so I'm drinking Fireball. If you like a Fireball, they're only cheap at the dollar store. Go to the Poppy stores; they're cheaper.
Dude, apparently you can order them on GoPuff. You can't get liquor on GoPuff, but they'll send you the little guys.
I'm not endorsed, but I hope they endorse me. That's what I'm saying. Fireball. Like,
I'm gonna blur that out.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
I'm joking, dude. The only time I ever did that is like really early in like posting shit when I did the this one's for the kids when I was smoking a blunt and drinking alcohol. I was actually drinking alcohol. I was drinking moonshine, but I had to like rip the label off and like scribble out all like the names on it and shit. Like an idiot. Like it wouldn't fucking matter.
Dude, Joe, so let's bring it back a notch. So I met you in 3rd grade.
Yeah, sure, I think. I definitely went to grade school with you for a couple years.
No, it was in Levering. I met you in 3rd grade. That's when I met you. And we were in 3rd grade and 4th grade together at least. And then maybe part of 5th grade before you left.
Yes, I did. I went to Greenwoods for the rest of grade school. But yeah, we went to.
Yeah. dude, we go back. That's all I'm saying. Like we were in recess together, dog. So like,
Oh, we did. There's very few people that you do recess with because after grade school, you don't get fucking recess. Like you might like chill with people, but like no, like it's really a weird environment where it's mandatory. Like you
Right.
have to go outside and play. Get the fuck outside. But I wish
they're
they
like,
did that
our
like for the
teachers
rest of
need to eat lunch. Get the fuck out of here.
life. No, like if you're at work and your boss is like, "Yo, what are you doing? Go have a smoke break." That's next on the agenda today. You have to go smoke. But no, we probably played so many games.
Yo, do you remember Miss Piggy? We used to call her. I mean, I don't want to get you canceled, but like we called her Miss Piggy in the playground, and she actually,
She was one of
she had
their,
like
like,
a piggery nose, but she was like, "Hey, don't do that." She would say like, and she'd be like a Eeyore when she would talk. But like,
Yeah,
honestly,
she was like
I
an
found out
eight.
later in life, yeah, she's like actually the most saint person ever, and she's like great, and like we were all just trashing her for that.
Well,
We're
because
just
she's
asshole kids. Yeah,
because
it's so sad.
pretty people like don't often become good people. But that's just the way it worked out. Dude, what I remember, so I don't have the greatest memory or memories of Levering.
I
Because
have like a photographic memory for some reason, even after all the drugs I've done in my life before,
oh sweet. Then
before I
you're,
got sober.
you're definitely gonna remember the shit that I remember because I don't know if you remember this, but I was heavily bullied when I went to Levering. That is the reason I left.
I do know that. I do know that. I do know that, Joe.
That is like
Absolutely.
the reason I left fucking Levering.
You did. You did. You were in a standpoint in your life, and like even being a
No, I was a
redhead,
kid.
a young redhead, you were getting bullied in front of me, and I was just like, "Yo, Joe needs." I was like, we talked. We were like, we were friends still.
Right.
Like, I was
There's
like,
an obvious redhead in the room, and I'm getting picked on. There's a problem here. Like I don't fucking know. No, because I get it. Like I'm weird, and like I guess for the time we were growing up was like the last generation that it was like you gotta make fun of the weird.
Yeah, dude, we really were the last generation before it was just like you got a safe zone. Like,
Bullying just it's like oh bullying happens. Like he'll be tough, but dude, you know what
like, maybe it was like 5 or 6 years after 5 to 8 years after us. That's when the safe zone started. I mean, after that, but there was a little standpoint where you still see kids running around on bikes when you're young.
Yeah,
when we were a little older.
My childhood isn't better or less than anyone else's childhood. But I'm just saying, I remember I was like 10, 11 years old, and I told myself because when I was younger, I was chubby. Like I had really like bad.
I remember chubby Joey Laporte. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's when he was my boys.
Yeah, like I just remember telling myself, I was like, dude, listen, let's be realistic. Let's think long term. You're probably not going to be the best looking kid. You're gonna be chubby, so you should focus on school, and you should develop a sense of humor and personality ASAP.
Well, dude, I feel you. You're talking to a ginger.
Well, no, fuck you. You can dye your hair. You know.
No, I did when I was like 12 once. I bleached it blonde. I thought I went through the Eminem stage, but at least I went through the Eminem stage when it was still Eminem.
Oh, dude, I bleached my hair. You know those pants that zipped off at the knee? I would take one off and I would wear 2 different color shoes and go to school. But at Greenwoods, dude, listen, at Greenwoods, I was the oldest boy there. I was in 6th grade. They didn't have a 7th and 8th. I was the oldest class every year until I graduated.
You moved to the burbs and you were the toughest Philly kid in there.
Oh, fuck you, dude. I've never left Philly.
No, I did it too. Like no, I'm just kidding. I actually moved away from. I'm just kidding. I'm actually making fun of myself because I actually went. I literally moved away, and like I was nervous as fuck, and ended up people were like very accepting in a different area when they learn that you're from Philadelphia, and it's like you've been through a lot, and I'm like, what?
Well, because it's that Philly envy. They're just like, oh, from Philly, you must have been through some shit, or like you're like. Cool, which is nice. Like Philly definitely has a grit to it where people like are more willing to talk to you because you're from a big city, but other places are like that. But dude, no, I've stayed in Roxborough the whole time. It's just
I thought where is this school then? Located exactly.
It's back. You know where 21st Ward is? It's back where the Schuylkill Center is. Well, it was back there. Right now, it's on Ridge and Domino. They moved, but they used to be in the middle of the fucking woods back behind 21st Ward.
I had no idea. I had no idea, dude. I apologize.
Oh no, it's whatever. It's It's a tiny ass school.
I thought you moved like to a different area, and I was just trying to. This
No,
is what
bro,
I do.
I
You know?
moved. I moved up Shawmont Ave. Like I grew up right around the corner from Levering.
Really?
So like yeah, like
Oh
that.
no, yeah, absolutely. I know your house. Like I know your family. I met your family, your sisters Amanda and shit. Like I
Yeah,
understand that.
like
Your
we have
brothers
like
Danny.
the people
I
that
know
you
that.
went to Levering with. Like I know because they're from the neighborhood or whatever. But I moved up to Shawmont Ave, met new people, went to a new school. It was,
Did you move? Your family still lives there, right? Or did you move with family?
I mean, my family still lives in Roxborough.
Okay, that's fair enough. That works out.
Yeah,
Yeah. I didn't know. I didn't mean. I'm sorry. Too personal.
too close. Yo, all right. Can we get back to Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yo, can we talk about the fact that I have your lady hostage?
Who's my lady?
I thought you were the Joker.
Where is she?
She's safe.
Give me a riddle, dude.
Riddle me this. Riddle me that. The Joker's. He fell in a bat. But where's his lady now? She's caught in a trap.
Bars.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! It only said Harley Quinn on it. That's all I had. That's all I had. That was my best spot.
That's cute, dude. I thought you actually had a woman tied up, and I was gonna break the news to you that like I haven't even smelled a woman in like 6 months. So I don't know what girl you have tied up in your closet right now, but she ain't mine, dude.
See, the thing about Jake Gyllenhaal is.
So my friend Colin Deviney calls him Jake Jellyhole, and he says it to like try to piss me off, but dude, it actually works for me.
He was the best. He was the best. What was his best movie, man? What do you think?
He still is, by the way.
No, I didn't. No, what? No, he was the best in, rather. What was he the best in, rather?
Well, it depends. Like, are you talking about what movie did he look the best? What movie did he act the best? There's like he's done a lot. He's been in movies purely for how he looks, and he's been in movies purely for how he acts. Like Nightcrawler, they did because Jake Gyllenhaal. There's a movie called Enemy. It's like an art piece. It's not a great movie, but they did it because of him. Like Prince of Persia is when he looks the best. I think Brokeback Mountain is his best acted movie, not because it just won awards, but and he doesn't look. I don't think he looks good in Brokeback Mountain. Jack Twist with the fucking mustache. I don't think that's attractive, but him as an actor in that movie, fucking phenomenal.
All right, so I think personally, with Jake Gyllenhaal, one of my favorite roles for him, and it was more. I'm gonna compare it to someone before I even say it. I compared it to World War Z with Brad Pitt, The Day After Tomorrow, with Jake Gyllenhaal. It was almost like a survival thing for him, and it just happened. The reason why it was different for, World War Z is because he was already military trained. This kid was just on the fly with this shit. He was like, I need to do this. This is what I need to do right now. And like people and people want to undermine his acting in that, and it's totally bugging.
So I'm gonna point out that in that movie, Dennis Quaid totally stole the show. So it wasn't completely on Jake Gyllenhaal to be the greatest in that movie. And the movie, for what it was, you were more focused on the global phenomenon than you were on this one man's acting. So that's all I'm going to say about that.
But they just kept going back to him. They always kept going back to him.
Yeah, of course, dude. He gets paid how much fucking money? They're going to put him on camera as much as fucking possible, dude. It's like when you sign a quarterback to $100 million and he starts fucking up. It's like, dude, you got to play him. You're paying him.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that does work out at the end of the day, but it doesn't work out for every team.
No, it doesn't. And apparently it didn't work out for that movie. But you know what? I want to make an analogy, but I don't want to.
No, let's change it up. So how about Wentz?
Carson Wentz?
Yeah,
what
Carson
about
Wentz.
Your fellow redhead?
Yeah, it was nice to see a redhead run that offense for a little bit. That's all I'm saying.
Is that what you call that?
Oh, man, it was terrible. But, not all of it.
I'm a Carson Wentz fan. Wentz fan.
They're trying to make him a pocket passer. He's just not working out for that. He needs more. But But like, what is it at the end of the day? Like, what is it? Like, he just doesn't want to be here no more. He doesn't like the toxicity. He wants to find a new environment. It looks like. So
Okay, so
okay, cool.
I absolutely have something to say about Carson Wentz. Before I
Please.
say that, I'm just going to preface it with that I can't. I like the Eagles, but I can't claim to be an Eagles fan. I think that would be fraudulent of me. But
I
I
appreciate
do
the
like the
honesty.
Eagles. Well, yeah, and
Well, fuck you.
I'll explain why afterwards. But no, I think Carson Wentz is just in a really bad spot. I don't
No,
think
yeah,
Doug's the greatest
absolutely.
coach in the world. I think Wentz might actually be a little bitch sometimes, but he's a
Yeah.
talent. He's a physically talented quarterback who is struggling, and I think it's either he's not willing to do the work to like pick it the fuck up, but it's also who the fuck's he throwing to?
Exactly.
Who's blocking for him? Like he had one year where everything came together and he had the pieces, and then the following year he was making it work with people like fucking Fulgham and shit.
Right.
But a lot's on his shoulders. But he's also being paid to like do all that shit. But I guess we're just learning that like maybe Carson Wentz needs fucking even Matt Ryan's had Julio Jones this whole time. Like we're not asking for a fucking superstar, but really you can't see that fucking Metcalf is someone worth drafting, that Jefferson's someone worth fucking drafting. Like really?
No,
Fucking
I
Reagan.
get that. I understand where he stands with the situation. So it's like,
He should go to
and
Indy. He should go to Indy
but
right now.
he's gonna have a big. If he does go, it's gonna be a big trade. It's gonna be very controversial.
Yeah.
Controversial.
And I would hate to see him go to the Bears and Nick Foles come here. I'd hate that to even be a thing in the fucking news. That's probably the worst thing to fucking talk about in terms of Eagles news. Because if you get rid of Carson Wentz, what you forget about all the other
And
problems they have.
everybody wants Foles back.
Foles is
Everybody
back.
wants
It's gonna
Foles.
be like he's gonna be good in the locker room. Like the players like him. Who gives a fuck if the players like him? Is he winning games? No.
No one.
Definitely not going to start here. If he comes here and start, you know that Howie Roseman's a fucking joke and he needs to go. If Nick Foles touches the field at all, while Hurts is healthy,
Hurts at least deserves his chance. You know what I mean? To show himself a little bit. Hurts deserves to show that he's young, healthy, he's got potential. He can learn this offense better over time. Like, and you just got to understand that like he's still young. And why? Only thing, my personal preference as from the coaching standpoint, from what I'm understanding from them, is like they really just want Foles back because he just completely understands the Eagles offense already. That's the only reason. It's easy for them. It's a new coach.
Who gives a fuck if he knows it'll be all right? If he has the headset on the sidelines, great. But Wentz is still on the team, and we're worried about Hurts' development. Wentz is obviously a better option right now. Why go through the fucking trouble of developing Hurts when Wentz is, even from what you've seen him play, he's better. The only Eagles jersey I have is Nick Foles. That's it. That's how like committed I am to not being fraudulent. I fucking love Nick Foles though. I don't want to see him come back. I don't want to see him come back.
But I don't want him to come back here right now because it's like he just got injured recently. We don't understand what's going on yet. We don't know what his career is about to be. You know what I mean? Like that's a big gamble in the sports industry. Like
yeah, and if Nick Foles comes back, dude, it's like when he won the Super Bowl. It's like you got not lucky, but like it's great that you won the Super Bowl here. But like it's a great story because Nick Foles isn't a Super Bowl winning quarterback at first fucking look. So like he really came back to Philly, got a Super Bowl ring, fucking left. You know how like if you get in trouble in a city and you move the fuck away, everyone's real happy for you, but they're like, great, dude, but like don't come back, please. Like real happy that you fucking got away with that shit. It's just better if you stay.
I feel bad for McNabb, dog. That's all I'm saying. I feel bad for McNabb. That man suffered a lot in Philly and stuck through and tried his best and ended up being a fucking alcoholic, get lost his way, like ended up being a sports announcer and got fired, like for real, like, and that's insane. So like, I just hope Donovan McNabb's okay. God bless his soul.
Or NFC championships. You're goddamn right. We hope he's good. Well, Joey, guess what? It's been about a half hour, man. It's been real nice having you on. Not that we need to end it right this fucking second, but you have some time to give any shout outs and say whatever bullshit else you have on your mind. Just unload on the people right now.
You know what I mean? Roxburgh, continue to grow, do better.
Yeah, I mean,
Everyone, all of us, you know what I mean? Manny Youngers, all these, let's do it. Everybody be better.
Not you, Chestnut Hill. Fuck you.
Shout out my mom. Shout out all my friends. You know who you are. I love you all.
I love you, mommy. I love you, friends. You're all sweet. Well, Joe, thanks for being on. Joe, the show's Godcast, man. I really appreciate you coming out. This has been really fun catching up. We're going to talk more, but wave bye to the people. Go fuck yourselves.